devil's magic bristles within this pillar. A power not meant for mortal casters.
A chill emanates from the pillar, and you sense the sorrow of 1,000 damned souls trapped within. Come in from the cold.
All of the residents were guests, and all of the guests will be residents.
I know you. A builder. A creator. A savior. But at my foundation, I am a lost soul. We share that foundation. Like me, you made a deal with the devil and authored your own damnable fate for the greater good. Alas, it was a good that never came to be. I was an architect in life, a builder of tombs and temples, but mostly of towers. My proudest work reached for the stars and sought to dry Seluna's tears. It was a monument to life and to virtue, and a happy home to my master for many years. A great general, a greater man, Ketheric Thorm. When tragedy came, my master fell into darkness and despair. He marshaled a great army to ruin the world and bring all into shadow. I could not let it happen. I sought out the devil, Raphael, and signed an infernal pact with him. He promised to destroy my master's army, and I promised him my soul in return. The devil was true to his word. Fiends slaughtered my master's forces, but he endured somehow and blighted the land. Then all came to pass as I had hoped, though a century too late for my family and friends. Your actions may have justified the price of my soul. I thank you. Tell me, what became of my pride? What became of Moonrise Towers? I did not think it possible. Thank you. My spirit smiles for the first time in a century. Now go. Finish your business here and leave while you can.
hear me.
Such a beautiful house. Oh, such a beautiful prison.
Watch your back. Tippy toes. Hardly a challenge.
Are you good? I tried, but I don't think I can ever be good. Instead, I'll be perfect. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Don't look at me. I'm dancing. I love to dance. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Looking ahead.
Over here.
When is a door not a door?
When it's a jam jar.
You won't find a way out here. Or a way in.
Oh, there is. There is.
If you stare into the portals long enough, your mind starts to do cartwheels and tricks you into thinking you're falling into a horrible, yawning void. It's one of my favorite ways to pass the time. But you have no time to waste, or time will waste you. And what you need from the house is in the archive. Not here!
The gods cannot see me here.
I am air. I am light. I am free.
Stay out of my way. Don't touch anything and keep quiet. I've had enough pests bothering me today. I don't need another. I used to work in the prison, ensuring no desirable people left the House of Hope. Now I guard the portals to ensure that no undesirable people enter. I made a mistake. Raphael doesn't tolerate mistakes. We had one house guest by the name of Gortash. A mischievous little blot of a boy, and he slipped through my fingers. Lord, is that what he calls himself these days? The snivelling little shit. He was the son of a cobbler or some such meagre tradesman, sold to Raphael by his loving parents to pay off a petty debt. Lord, indeed. I used to bruise my knuckles on his whimpering little face. I'd like to have snapped his neck. What interest do you have in the prison? We all must have our hobbies, I suppose. All right. Turn left when you exit this chamber, and you will find a hatch that leads beneath the house. That's where they keep the naughtiest souls. Do watch out for the guards, though. They're not as reasonable as you and I. The Chamber of Egress, way station of the Hells, providing access to Raphael's clientele wherever they might make their home. I am its keeper, New Baldin, very much not at your service. The greatest pest of all! I've always thought hope to be a dirty, empty little word. She suits it well. A nasty little optimist who doesn't have the good sense to lose her mind completely, like the rest of us. She has a rather loathsome habit of popping into existence all over the house to shout words of encouragement to the other denizens. It's most irksome. But her appearances are just a trick of the light. Her corporeal form is down in the dark, bound by unbreakable chains in Raphael's dungeon. It used to be my prison, New Baldin's very own pit of pain. I was its keeper. But that was a very long time ago.
Stole my breath.
Here, the chaos of the world is dimmed. Here, the violence of life is pacified. Here, there is order.
Were we happy once?
purest of all things that burn.
Kill me. Kill me, please.
Pain. Become its bedfellow, and you will know true pleasure.
Hurt me. He said he'd turn my eyes in on themselves. To see inside me. Rolling and rolling until they burst. Can you see with eyepieces? Can you cry? Can the jelly gouge be whole again? I want to know. I want to see.
Let your heart be glad, let your tongue rejoice, and let your soul rest forever in this house of hope. Show your invitation.
I like to watch the door to the boudoir. I like to see who goes in, who comes back out, and who never does. Oh, I like to peep through the keyhole. There's so much to see. So much to see. Why? It was his idea. Here I watch. Forever and forever. Oh, I can never join in. But I'll always look.
Curious.
Careful, I bite. Should be easy.
None of us should. How do I still owe so much? Am I still breathing? Don't look at me! Don't look at me! None of us should.
At least things have stayed interesting.
How do I still owe so much? Don't! Please don't!
Away! This is Raphael's chamber pod. I never know. I just wait. So nicely. Its admirer, its protector. It is my one true beloved.
Don't look at me! Don't look at me! None of us should. How do I still owe so much?
None of us should. How do I still owe so much?
Am I still breathing? Don't look at me.
Don't look at me! None of us should. How do I still owe so much?
Am I still breathing? Don't look at me.
Don't look at me! None of us should. How do I still owe so much?
Am I still breathing? Don't look at me.
Don't look at me! None of us should. How do I still owe so much?
the great gift of Mephistopheles.
I'm still breathing.
I've been awake for 100 years. Let me rest.
Guile, the face that masks 1,000 lies.
My blood! It's burning! Sizzling! Do you feel it? Don't come too close. My bones are kindling. Soon they'll catch light.
I'm getting married tomorrow. Or was it yesterday?
Your desire.
My faith protects me.
All right. What now?
I'm in two minds. The rat and the man and the rat, they gnaw at one another. Which one will be the meat and which one will be the tooth? Cheated my chums, took everything and ran. The kindly devil hid me from them, made sure they'd never find me. I skitter now, bested the litter, and hungry, want victuals sweet with rot. Simpler life, but harder.
Flock to me, all who are burdened, and I will give you hope. For my house is yours, and the door is always open. The face of the clock is downcast.
You look positively wretched. Perfect! Hello again, little mice. The price for speaking is steep, but I must give warning. Your prize is just ahead in the archive, but you can't take it yet. And even if you could, you mustn't. Trigger the alarm, and Raphael will come swooping home on wings of malice to rip out your soul. In this house, thieves are melted like butter and spread onto toast. Shh. I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. I can. I shall. I can. I shall. The archivist is the key, but he's as stubborn as a king and as serious as a heart attack. Exploit his fiddling weakness and make him grovel! Oh no. They hear me. Speak quickly, speak softly. You know how this goes.
steady your mind and prepare your questions.
He fears authority figures. Perhaps his teacher took a strap to him and left a deep impression at an early age. There's one regular visitor that he particularly fears. She is...
A crack like breaking bone. Hope winces.
Scarier things than you, little mice. Verilius Receptor. A High Inquisitor of Zariel. Officially entitled to audit Raphael's collection. Her true form is so gargantuan and mind-scarring to behold that she takes on many guises when she visits. Play your part well and you can be one of those blasphemous guises.
There can be no hell without hope.
What's that?
The spilt wine is laced with the perfume of an exquisite poison. An unexpected treat. The spilt wine is laced with the perfume of an exquisite poison. An unexpected treat.
Throat. They're eating me from the inside. The rats. The rats. The rats. Ugh. They're gnawing through my guts. Yes,
Master is very indulgent of you, Carilla. But I will not let you bring disorder into the archive.
I'm not bringing anything, you little fosspot. I'm just here to unfold. Well, well, well. Look what we have here.
Raphael knows everything you think.
Guest? Are you a client of the Master, or a visitor from elsewhere in the Hells? I do not believe you were invited. One moment. I shall consult the visitor's schedule.
His eyes flicker back and forth as if he is reading a book. He has the schedule memorized, or it's carved into his eyelids.
Most irregular. The schedule is all but clear, and yet you are here. A 1,000 apologies, O majestic magistrate of the Infernal Court. Your mortal guise is so vile, I found it perfectly convincing. I would prostrate myself before you and kiss your calluses, but my spine is ruptured in 1,000 places. You do know how Raphael likes to play. As always, the archive is yours to peruse. You'll find everything accounted for, and I can present documents of procurement if necessary. A fine pair of gauntlets that allow the wearer to twist the head from even the most resilient malingerer. An amulet that causes the blood to surge and the heart to swell, along with other parts. Most invigorating. And awaiting installation, we have secured a rod that gathers the weave around it in great quantities, just as surely as shit gathers flies. You may examine them, O diabolical dominatrix, but they cannot be removed unless you present a writ of infernal requisition with Article 152 correctly filled out. Most droll, Inquisitor. As you well know, the crown of Casus is lost. Stolen from Mephistopheles by gods kissing mortals. My master certainly had nothing to do with any of that business. Of course, of course. It is highly prized due to the unique potential of the soul it is bound to. I don't understand the appeal of them myself, but Raphael does dote after mortals so. As part of the special collection, that item is guarded by a master word that even I do not know. I suggest you wait until Raphael returns, and you can discuss the matter with him. You are welcome to relax in the boudoir until then. It is where Raphael conducts his most private matters of business and pleasure. You will need this to gain access. The resident of the boudoir will wish to explore every inch of your new form, and I'm sure you will be happy to share.
You done with the rat?
Let's see.
can't resist the faintest hint of a temptation, can you? I suppose that makes two of us. That little disguise Hope gave you is adorable. I can see right through it, of course. And so will Raphael. He's going to notice you nosing around his house. I hope you're ready to face a very angry devil. Me? This is home base. I'm not even going to ask what you're doing here. Plausible deniability. Might want to steer clear of my sister Hope, though. She's mad as a March hare. If she'd just agreed to serve Raphael, he'd probably have released her a long time ago. As things stand, she's his favorite toy. We're all mad here. But Hope in hell? Why, that's the definition of insanity. She is. Though we've got about as much in common as a princess and a pauper. Raphael offered her the world. She didn't want it. He sweetened the deal. She said no. No matter how many times he upped the ante, she just laughed in his face. He didn't like that. Eventually, he took her by force, trapped her and swore he wouldn't let her go till she gave him what he wanted. Conversion. The stubborn ass has endured more torment than any soul should be able to. Even when he took all of her skin, she held on to hope. Raphael finds that puzzling. And he loves puzzles. You being here is another puzzle. You don't seem like you want to die. You want my advice? Enjoy whatever life remains to you. When Raphael catches you, you'll never enjoy anything again?
Raphael has reserved this...
Cleanse the books. I comb each and every line for falsehoods and purge them pure.
A most cherished client. The ink is dry, the contract signed. The threads of fate shall now unwind.
I made a mistake. I shouldn't be here. Let me take it back.
Always read the fine print.
Escape to the shadows. Very, very quiet. That's curious.
Gauntlets of hill giant strength.
finger on the Master's treasures, and you will lose the entire hand.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
No rest for the wicked, I see. Still alive, so that's progress. That might be worth a look.
Amulet of Greater Health. thievery has been noticed. Choose your next move carefully. You've been given the benefit of the doubt this time, but something tells you next time you won't be so lucky. Your stealing has caught someone's attention. What will you do? You'll walk free for now.
Raphael knows everything you think.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Keep a blade close.
The rats. The rats. The rats.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Such a beautiful house. Oh, such a beautiful prison.
Neverwinter, Jewel of the North.
Neverwinter, Jewel of the North. I wonder if the cult of the Absolute has influence there as well.
The splendid city of Athkatla hums beyond the portal.
Athkatla, city of coin, capital of Arm. They say the streets are paved with gold.
Waterdeep, the crown of the North.
Waterdeep. The forces of the Absolute could threaten even the City of Splendors if they were to reach it.
Nothing can harm me.
This portal leads directly to the frigid citadel of Mephistar, nestled in the Hells.
Mephistar, home to the archdevil Mephistopheles. Raphael's bold indeed if he ever visits uninvited. Luskan, city of sails, at the far north of the Sword Coast, in the shadow of the spine of the world.
Menzoberranzan, the jewel of the Underdark, lies beyond.
Menzoberranzan, City of Spiders. Of course Raphael has dealings in the depths of the Underdark.
Salty air, the patter of feet. Baldur's Gate lies beyond.
We have our own portal to take us back to Baldur's Gate.
Swallow you whole if you take another step. And you won't be able to save me while you're being digested! You found my prison. My body is held in chains just beyond. But where is your contract, you inglorious lump? The sound of the chains breaking will echo across the plains. Raphael will fly home furious when he hears it. If he still has your contract when that happens, you're dead as dug. Ready for Raphael's homecoming? He'll use you as a handkerchief. No. Don't listen to me. You're going to do just fine. I'll be waiting. Like I have a choice.
Anyone hear me?
All of the residents were guests, and all of the guests will be residents.
You'd got lost and died. The archivist told you to cool off in the boudoir. Well, here it is. A horrid place where pleasure is pain, and pain is pleasure, and hope cannot live at all. Nothing stopping you from taking a peek inside. But you might get much more than an eyeful. Everything in this house exists for Raphael's pleasure, and Raphael's pleasure alone. That includes Raphael himself, whatever form he takes.
Don't touch me.
To be nothing, to be gone for good.
Easy.
Let's move. That's curious.
It's cold. It's hot. It's cold.
A lost little mouse is running through the house. A thief in the night, greedy and here to take. Why are you here, little thief? Raphael? Ha!